What's up, YouTube? What's going on, CCI family? It's your main man back with the game plan. Yep, once again, well, you already know that. Look, before we jump into today's topic, I want to quickly reiterate the main mission of this channel, which is to spread financial literacy and education with the goal of helping you build long-lasting wealth for yourself, for your family, and for the generations that come after you. Okay? The stock market is the greatest wealth engine that the world has ever seen. Okay? That's why the majority of the 1 to 10% of the wealthy in the world invest in it. The truth is, real wealth takes time. It's not an overnight success story, but with patience, with smart decision making, and the power of compounding interest, the long-term outcome of this is pretty much unbeatable. Now, look, I know a lot of you are interested in faster money. Am I correct? And yes, it does exist within the market. The options market can absolutely accelerate your returns immensely, okay? But the risks are elevated as well. That's exactly why I focus on foundation and long-term investing first. Okay, without the foundation, handing someone options is like handing someone a loaded weapon and just telling them, just pull the trigger. You feel me? It's dangerous if you don't know what you're doing. So here's what I'm planning. Starting next month, using the Blueprint portfolio, I'm sure you remember that. It's not gone anywhere. I'm going to introduce once a week a beginner's options challenge. It's going to be step-by-step, slow, controlled, educational. Okay? Now, if you want to learn the options game the right way, I encourage you to join in. But I'm only going to do that if there's interest shown. You feel me? If there's no interest, I mean, there's plenty others doing just the options kind of games. You've got Aristotle, who's a beast. Okay, you've got even Wall Street, the Wall Street Trapper, if you know him by. He does mainly swinging trades and stuff, which I do as well. He's good at it, really good. Of course, you've got one of the masters, which is Chris Sane, awesome, one of my mentors. Okay, and a host of others. Okay, so if this is something that interests you, or you just like to see how it's done, I want you all to drop the words candlesticks in the comments below. Okay? That's candlesticks, S-T-I-X. Okay? And if you're not already subscribed, I'd like you to consider subscribing and joining us today for your financial future. All right? And of course, hit that like button for me. We need these likes up so we can continue to bring you this information and this education. Okay? All right. Now, I also want you to know, no matter what, no matter the wealth I build or accumulate through this market, this channel will always be for the beginner investor. That mission will never change. All right. Because there will always be a freshman class coming in. And that's who we're here for. All right. So now let's get this show on the road. All right, so here's the thing. I've been invested in SoundHound for quite some time, as a lot of you know, okay? And long before Chump Change Investments was even born. And even though I trimmed my position at some points, I still hold right under literally 100 shares of this stock. And I continue to build on this position slowly and intentionally, okay? Why? Because I believe they will return to greatness very, very soon. Like light bulb soon, okay? So it's not because of hype, it's not because of momentum, but because of the fundamentals. You hear me say that a lot. The fundamentals and the long-term vision for this company are still intact, all right? So let me show you exactly why I feel this way and what's really going on under the hood with SoundHound right now. All right, so now let's break down the fundamentals behind SoundHound, okay? The real business story, not the hype. First, SoundHound has been expanding aggressively. You know that. Through restaurants, automotive, and enterprise alike. Okay, adding partners like Five Guys, Bridgepoint Technologies, which pushes their voice AI deeper into real-world deployments. They've also been rolling out new platforms, including their agentic voice commerce system, which was featured at the CES 2026, which is designed for in-car and at-home shopping experiences. Okay, now that's a big deal because it positions SoundHound at the intersection of AI, retail, and mobility. Got me? Now, when we're talking numbers, SoundHound reported a Q3 revenue earnings of $42 million, okay, which pretty much represents 68% year over year. They raised their full year outlook, and they're also sitting on $269 million in cash. Okay, if you remember back a few years ago when they were under, now they are $269 million to the plus, which they can do with whatever, which also helps them keep scaling without relying on dilution. Okay. Now, if we zoom out, the adoption curve is even more real. Major brands across automotive and quick service restaurants like Hyundai, Chipotle, Stellantis have all integrated SoundHound's voice AI solutions, okay, which has helped accelerate their revenue growth and improve valuation relative to the broader market. Now, the stock itself has had a mixed track record. Over the last 3 years, it's up 83.9%. However, it's had some short-term declines as well, down around 34% over the last 30 days, 30% year-to-date, and 33% over the past year, okay? Now, that volatility is exactly why fundamentals matter the most here, okay? So when I say I believe in SoundHound and that they can return to greatness, it's not like blind optimism. It's based on revenue acceleration, expanding partnerships, real-world developments, and a strong cash position as well. Okay, the business is growing. The question is whether the market eventually prices that growth correctly. Now that we've really covered the fundamentals, let's shift gears a little bit, okay? I'm going to bring a vet in to break down the technical side of everything, the price action, the trend structure, and what the chart is actually telling us right now.
Thank you, Vince. Now let's take a look at the technical side of SoundHound. Over the last 30 days, SoundHound has pulled back roughly 34%, and year-to-date it's down about 30%. Even with that decline, the stock is still trading in the mid-$7 range, which is important because this area has acted as a consolidation zone multiple times over the past year. Right now, price is moving inside a descending channel with lower highs and lower lows, a classic corrective structure. But here, as the key, SoundHound is approaching a support zone between $6.80 and $7.10, which has historically been a level where buyers step in. Volume has also been decreasing during this pullback, which usually signals that sellers are losing momentum. When selling pressure fades near a known support level, you often see either a bounce or a sideways base forming. If we zoom out, SoundHound is still trading well above last year's accumulation range, which means the long-term structure is intact. This is a retracement, not a breakdown. The level to watch is the upper trendline of the descending channel. A breakout above that line, especially with volume pushing above the recent average, would signal a potential shift back toward the upside.
Thank you, Yvette. Solid breakdown as always. Now, that's your technical look at SoundHound, okay? Price zones mapped out, momentum is monitored, and of course, our eyes are on that breakout, all right? And to everyone watching, we appreciate you spending time with us today. And if you found value in this video, please drop a like, hit that subscribe, and share this video with someone who is ready to level up their marketing game, okay? So stay smart, stay focused, and keep your money working hard for you, not you for it. All right. Have a blessed and financially successful week ahead, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.